Yo, right here in the small box.
Brown is more talented than Michael Jackson.
I ain't never say more talented. I just say I think he's the next I think Mike got it, but he's the next best thing. He's the closest we're ever gonna see to Mike. That's what I said.
Tank's reasoning was Chris Brown is a better producer, dancer, better vocalist.
Not better dancer, it's close.
Better vocalist, and I forgot what was the other criteria he used. And he's saying that a lot of
what he said. What he said.
Chris Brown is more talented than Michael Jackson.
I ain't never say more talented. I just say I think he's the next I think Mike got it, but he's the next best thing. He's the closest we're ever gonna see to Mike. That's what I said.
Tank's reasoning was Chris Brown is a better producer, dancer, better vocalist.
Not better dancer, it's close.
Better vocalist, and I forgot what was the other criteria he used. And he's saying that a lot of Mike, everybody's gonna say, well, the catalog and the songs. He's like, well, a lot of that is the great team and amazing team you had around him.
Quincy Jones.
And Chris Brown doesn't have that support.
Yeah. Chris Brown got joints too, though.
He does. He don't have Michael Jackson.
No, but who does?
I think Tank wasn't there with Mike when Mike was making that stuff, so that's difficult for him to make that argument. Yeah. But I respect Tank and his music acumen.
Mike had Berry Gordy. Like again, at any point, correct me if I'm wrong. Mike had Berry Gordy, right?
I mean, early in Motown with what you call it, but it wasn't Berry Gordy.
Quincy Jones, I think, was probably more so.
So it's tough because I feel like Chris Brown has that whole Rihanna situation that stunted his career. So it's almost really hard to see what it could have been if that.
No, that's exactly the reason as to why. What he did to Rihanna, he could never be seen as Michael Jackson, but he is the closest thing to, right? And it's not like I'm trying to downplay the Rihanna situation because what he did was wrong. No ifs, ands, or buts, right? I wasn't born yesterday, but I'm not going to deny the outstanding music Chris Brown has put out. I'd be doing a disservice to the hip-hop community, to the R&B community by ignoring this kind of music. This man is making quality music. For me to ignore that, I'm discrediting what good music sounds like. I'm limiting what good music sounds like. Me personally, I don't want to do that. I love music too much to say, oh, this catalog, and I'm specifically aiming, like, I need people to understand this. When it comes to R. Kelly, when it comes to Diddy, when it comes to, I don't even listen to David, but those three, I can't listen to their music. It's hard. It's hard to listen to their music, especially Diddy and R. Kelly. Honestly, all three. Because every single one of the three that I listed all have lyrics that is kind of like giving an image to what they've done. I could never. It's hard to listen to them individuals. I want people to understand what I'm basing this off is specifically on Chris. Because of the situation, because of what he did, because of the hands that he put on her, you will never be seen as Mike. But you're going to look like it. You're going to be the closest thing to it. But it's not happening. But like I said, I can't ignore the music because Chris's music, of all the genres that he's conquered, I'll be doing a whole discredit to just quality music. And through my eyes, that's a no-no. Every album he's put out, 12 albums coming up on the 8th, consecutively for 20 years, had songs on the charts. What other artist has done that? Explain that. Of all the accolades in the R&B world that he's amassed, how could I ignore that? Go and Google Chris Brown's accolades alone. He is highly decorated. Now, of course, it doesn't show at Grammys. It doesn't show with awards because he's being shunned for good reasons. But the accolades and the achievements that he's accomplished for the music that I listen to, when I listen to Indigo and how that song makes me feel happy just off of the intro, that feeling that I get when I listen to his music, I can't ignore that. And it's the same thing for Mike Jack. When I hear the intro to Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, knowing that I was not born for that, but the way that electrifies my body to move. When I hear, so you want to be starting something, you got to be starting something. And say you want to be starting something, you got to be starting something. Like, how do I ignore that? Billiejean is not my lover. She's just a girl who turns out I am the one. Like, how do I ignore that? Beat it. Beat it. No one wants to be defeated. How do I ignore that? That all these songs electrifies my body. Quality music electrifies my body to move. It electrifies my body to groove, to pop, lock, crump, wave, hip hop steps, whatever. That's what good music does to your spirit. That's what good music does to your soul. So just like Mike Jack and just like Chris, I have to respect the music. Especially knowing that one has passed and is still #1 on the charts. In each decade, he has put music out, including 2020. Same with Chris. Every consecutive year from when he started all the way back in, what was it, 04 or 05? Every consecutive year hits on the charts to this day. I'm not ignoring that. I'm sorry. I don't have that in my system to ignore quality music.
Didn't get in the way. Yeah. Because prior to that, he had acting too. That shit kind of stopped after the Rihanna shit. Remember, he was doing movies, so he probably would have had acting credits and shit like that, or whatever else. He had endorsements that went away. Yeah. I mean, the level of success he has, despite how many people are rooting against him and don't fuck with him, I do think speaks to the level of talent.
Yes, but even that period of his career before Rihanna, it wasn't comparable to Michael Jackson.
No.
Up until his first album.
Fact.
Before the Rihanna situation, Chris Brown could never be on the board with Michael Jackson. The only reason why people are putting Chris on that board today is because of everything he's done. If he hasn't done everything he's done as an artist, he could have never been it's not even side by side. You can't even be on the same chart with Mike Jack. That's what it is. The work he's done as an artist, the work he's put in, the amount of blessings that he's given out to other artists, the amount of features he's given out for free, the amount of hard work and effort he puts into his concerts. That's the reason why they compare him to Mike Jack. They don't compare him to Mike Jack because of his first couple albums, the first 3 albums. No, you're nothing. You were just a child star. That's it. Mike Jack, hell no.
Nobody was.
But also, Michael Jackson wasn't by himself.
And we're going to lose.
He was in the Jackson 5.
And if you take just off the wall, Chris Brown wasn't.
But just saying.
I understand what you're saying, however, but none of them other niggas was ever going to be Mike.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's just what it is.
Mike was a child superstar. Yeah. He's a prodigy.
Like, he was a prodigy. He stood out even when 5, 6, 10 years old. So Mike was Mike. So I see what you're saying. That's what garnered his attention, but the success came solely from Mike.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Sure.
So I just feel like it's easy to say nobody's ever going to be close to Mike. And I agree with you. That did hinder Chris Brown's success a little bit. However, there was never going to be another Mike. So this is the closest we was ever going to get with or without the Rihanna shit and all
Right.
of that other stuff. He was never going, like he said, son, at that lead up, even if he would have blossomed into a huge celebrity success and all of that, it was already so like just leagues underneath of what Mike had already seen and it was exposed to. Mike had to do the mask, the COVID mask in the 90s.
Yeah.
He had to wear a COVID mask because he could, dog, they could see the shape of the nigga.
Though.
It was, nah, that's not the reason.
I think some people shouldn't be
You
compared.
dislike the nigga, man, so you want to make jokes, and that's cool.
No, wait.
That was valid, though, because the shit dead fell off. All that off the propofol. It dead fell off. That's valid. It's mad funny. However, Mike dead had to disguise himself and still was plagued and mobbed with people. Chris Brown can't go outside either. He's a celeb.
Chris Brown, I could say is a better dancer than Mike.
Nah.
Wait, just hear me out.
100%.
I ain't
Chris
saying
Brown is a
I
better
ain't saying
dancer
better.
than Mike.
Michael Jackson never did a
Yeah,
flip nowhere.
dog.
He didn't have to.
Word.
Chris Brown's
Doesn't
better
matter.
dancer than
Bitches
Mike.
was falling off. They fell out off the visual.
Chris Brown don't do that.
It's a fact.
Mike pull up,
do
he
that.
don't
That
say
has nothing
nothing
to
yet.
do about
The
dancing.
nigga don't have a microphone yet. He didn't make a sound, a noise, or nothing. He look at the bitch and they faint. They back Mike out. Mike, like he was some form of weapon. They back Mike out and they died. And there's people, my nigga, there's
right.
actual people that
It's a
died
fact.
from
That's a
seeing
fact.
Michael Jackson.
That's a fact.
Look it up. There's no other niggas that did. They died from seeing Mike.
He's a one-on-one.
They died. Listen to
I'm
what.
on the
Listen to
same
what I'm
page
saying.
as you, though.
You're not.
I am.
They looked at Mike and Medusa. My niggas died. Niggas died off the visual of Mike.
So I can say
You
Chris Brown.
can't.
Hold on. I can say Chris
Yo,
Brown.
my man said Medusa. Like, look.
Brown's a better dancer than Mike.
No.
I can say Chris Brown is as talented as.
Fam, if he would have
hold on,
flipped,
singer.
if he would have flipped, they would have bombed the stadium.
know.
He was
Yo, I'm sick. If Michael Jackson did a flip, they would have bombed the stadium. It's the funniest thing I heard all day.
limited in what he can do. That's why he just moonwalked on niggas.
It was
Pause.
too much.
If he would have flipped, he would have died. He would have died in there. It's too much. He would have combusted in the shit.
Too powerful.
It's wild. Come on, my nigga. That nigga's levels was 999.
Too powerful.
That nigga's sliders is all the way up.
Roster
It's
point
yeah.
99?
So
Come
what
on,
I'm saying
fam.
is, you
Come
can
on.
you can do all of the comparisons of Chris Brown's a better dancer, Chris Brown's a better singer, and all that, and you could debate.
He's not
that.
a better singer.
Hold on.
He's definitely not a better singer than
You
Mike.
can't say
Okay.
that. That shit.
No,
is-
hey. Chris can sing. Chris can make a damn good hit. There's no way in God's given earth he is better than Mike Jack. Let me tell you something. Michael Jackson, this man is... To say Michael Jackson is talented is disrespectful to Michael Jackson. That man was God sent. Heaven sent. Even you, heaven sent. Like... Bro, the man would sing so well. It made niggas all over the world turn pussy. Just think about that for a second. Like, strong, big, buff niggas start crying. Michael Jackson's voice is like a goddamn angel, bruh. His vocals live when you hear him sing, you think it's AI just watching them old videos, because there's no way that's real. Guess what? It's real. It really happened. Go ask your grandparents. Like, yo, it's so wild. Like, it's literally so wild to see. Michael Jackson, he be performing on, like, one of those, like crane little stages. And it's like a box. So, like, he's standing in the middle of the crane box thing, and he's holding on to the railing, and he's saying, "What about the trees? What about?" And then, yo, I don't know how this fan climbed up the crane to go and hug Michael. But Michael Jackson is all the way up in the air somewhere, and Michael Jackson is holding on to dude, because if dude was to let go, he would fall and hurt himself. Michael Jackson had to hold on to, he had to grip his shirt, his arm, just all over. Michael Jackson, wow, holding dude until they get back down to the ground. He's singing his heart out. You think Michael Jackson is not even struggling. Meanwhile, he's holding a fan up for dear life. Michael Jackson's not strong, he's scrawny. He's skin and bone. He don't got muscle like that. And this was white Mike. Let's make that clear. There's black Mike and white Mike. White Mike is holding on to dude. Literally, just imagine. He's holding on to dude. And he's singing into the microphone. And the whole audience is just in awe like, Chris Brown could never. I'm sorry.
You can't debate it.
For some reason, when you combine,
there was no auto-tune, no none of that.
Yeah.
Mike was really vocalizing.
He was really singing.
Same with Chris.
Chris Brown could sing. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Mike got it. Nigga, there was no help. You remember this nigga was just singing into a fucking hairbrush and shit like that.
Have you ever?
That's a fact.
But he was also.
No, they lit the nigga on fire and made it seem like it was accident because they was hating.
Have you ever heard?
Melted my boy down and he still kept
this
singing.
bitch-ass nigga.
I want to love you.
Have you ever heard
Still
that?
getting
Hey, fun fact. Well, not even a fun fact. Terrible fact. Yo, listen, I don't drink Pepsi or Coca-Cola, but let me tell you something. I will never pick up a Pepsi can a day in my life. What people don't know, what happened to Mike after his head was set on fire, because them little sparks going into his jerry curl. Them white people should have known better too. Of course they don't know nothing about no jerry curl. Back then, low-key it was flammable. I ain't gonna lie to you, but the point is, Michael Jackson's head top was finished. He had to put like hair around it and make sure that it's like, you know, that it's like, it's like, I don't even know how they do hair, but like, you got to make sure it's together. Bro, there's video footage out there of Michael Jackson. Yo, you would see dudes trying to fix up his head top. And mind you, this was white Mike. So when all that happened, that was still black Mike. He was just light-skinned. White Mike. Bro, they're trying to fix up his head top. Bro, Michael Jackson never saw the camera, which was off to his right. Fixing up his head top. You see he in pain. He's just in pain. As soon as you see the camera, he lock in like. And bro, he would turn to us like, hey, how you guys doing? Bro, Michael Jackson nothing could beat him unless that stupid doctor, and only got 2 years. It was like Michael Jackson was unbeatable, bro. They set his hair on fire. He's still moving. He's still singing. Bro, he was permanently scarred. A lot of people didn't know that. How his scalp burned? Bruh. Honestly, I feel like in the movie they did it right, because when you're watching like the actual footage, it looks like it was nothing. Like it looks like it was nothing, but not in the movie. When you see that flame pop out, you know his head top was finished.
Pause. You bugging.
You ever heard Michael Jackson reference tracks?
Yeah.
When he
sings every
part.
Yeah.
He does
every harmony.
the instruments with his voice.
Yeah.
Correct.
He does every part of the harmony.
That's crazy.
What I'm
He's
saying
Nigga,
is,
Mike is him.
Yeah.
That's it. Ain't
No,
no
it
other
shouldn't be
Mike.
compared to. We
If
gotta
you-
stop comparing
if
people
you
to Mike.
combine-
Here we go.
The closest
you
What's
combine
wrong?
it-
What's just wrong with just being
Okay,
the new,
but just don't.
the Chris Brown?
Yeah, just
You're not the
don't
new
compare to
anything.
I
You just
agree.
the Chris Brown.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
And this is just the Mike.
Facts.
When niggas is talking about NBA players, NFL players, you can't be the new Barry Sanders. You'll never be. You could just be the Emmitt Smith. And then after Emmitt, you'll be the
Whatever.
the Marshall Falk or the whoever. You feel me? Niggas ain't never be Mike. Niggas will never be
Yeah,
Cole.
you can't
Niggas will
be-
never be
can't.
LeBron.
Jordan.
It'll never happen.
Can't be
Niggas
those
will
people.
never be Michael Jackson. And it's unfair because you're taking away from Chris Brown's brilliance by even comparing the nigga.
It's a fact.
It is no comparison. Dog, if you look it up, they backed Mike out like he was some form of a gift, like a weapon to the people, and they died, nigga. You understand though, son, the mystique you have to build up for that?
There's only one.
But I agree with you. What I'm trying to say is you can have all those comparisons.
It's nothing like that again.
And
if you were to take like whatever X factor or unexplainable thing about Michael Jackson, that's like something that doesn't exist anymore.
Correct.
The closest thing is maybe like whatever Beyonce shit got, but even
and
that.
it's not close.
Wait, but even that doesn't make sense because Michael Jackson would land in fucking Africa and niggas didn't have TVs and they would know who Michael Jackson was.
Off the vibe. Niggas knew. My son was he was a vibration. Pause.
Word.
It will shake the shit up. Mike
As soon as he landed, they knew Michael Jackson was here.
Niggas in Denver.
Bro, let me tell you something. And listen, after watching this movie and going like literally as soon as you watch the movie as soon as you watch the Michael Jackson movie, bro, as soon as you go on social media, you start seeing all of Michael Jackson's like car facts of everybody just posting, oh, did you know? Did you know? Can you believe this? Let me tell you something about Mike Jack that's insane. Back when Michael Jackson was around, there was about 5.4 billion people on planet Earth. Michael Jackson had 4.8 billion fans. You cannot. There's only one. There can be one. That's it. That's it. Let me tell you, that's it. No ifs, ands, or buts no more. There's only one. Bruh. Bro, mind you, listen. I never grew up in that time period. I watched what I watched when it came out. 1 time, 2 times, that's it. Just off of the memory, because I don't remember too much from the past movies. Like the old biopic or This Is It. What I am learning today, dude, that's blowing my mind. Pause.
And Mark is bitches. He said, look at the titties, look at the titties. Mike is just playing around. It was a vibe, it was an aura. Mike was different. So it's just not fair. And I know you want to make a joke and say some gay shit. And say some gay shit about Mike. And Mike wasn't gay. Watch your mouth. All right. But like I said,
imagine if Mike had social media.
Come on, man. Here, shut it down.
It wouldn't make sense.
They couldn't do it. Nigga, they couldn't do it.
It wouldn't make sense.
They couldn't do it. First of all, yo, all right, my nigga.
Say it, right?
Am I supposed to fight you? I'm on your side. I don't know Mike.
That's a fact.
I'm on your side. I'm just saying, watch your mouth, though, my nigga. This is a legend.
He is a legend.
This is the most legendary nigga. No.
He is a legend.
I'm gonna say gay shit.
No, I'm not.
Don't attach gay
Mike
shit
is
to
a
Mike.
legend.
Can we just have one legendary nigga? One?
So we're gonna say
if he was white, he'd be valid.
We're gonna say R. Kelly's not a legend because he's a fucking monster?
Hold on. Mike is a legend.
No. You don't bring up R. Kelly in this conversation. You don't ever bring up R. Kelly in this conversation.
And I don't attach him to R. Kelly. He did nothing.
Okay. R. Kelly was able to chill at the McDonald's unbothered.
Yeah, like what are you saying?
Mike can't do that.
Even opening that conversation, you're attaching these two. There's no comparison. R. Kelly was committing crimes.
Yes.
Mike wasn't, nigga.
Facts.
He didn't do nothing gay. He didn't do nothing wrong. Don't do that, my nigga. It's unfair, son. If he was white, he'd be valid.
Let's not speed past the fact that kids were in the house.
And he was dead wrong. Yeah. But if there was a crime, why you ain't lock him up? Why you ain't do nothing to him?
I think
Pop on him. There was no crime, nigga. If he was white, you'll be like, yeah, Mike is the man. Not fair, my nigga. You crazy.
If he was white, I would say
if it was Matthew Jackson, he would have been lit.
Matthew Jackson is crazy.
Wait, so let's say tomorrow,
Matthew Jackson.
Niggas interview Tom Cruise, and Tom Cruise is like, oh yeah, it's cool to sleep in bed with kids.
He never slept in the bed. We proved this already. He did not sleep he was never in the bed with children.
So there wasn't an interview where the nigga sat in a tree and said, yeah, it's cool to sleep in bed with kids.
No, never said that.
It's loving. There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
That's what he said.
That's funny.
Can niggas look it up? Yes, it did.
That's funny.
He sat in a fucking
sitting in a tree saying anything is funny.
Yes.
He shouldn't have been in the tree.
He climbed the tree and sat and did an interview in the tree.
Now that's funny. I remember that, right? He's chasing Bubbles. First of all, put some context on him, my nigga. He's trying to get his boy Bubbles back. That's why he's in the tree. Fact. That's why he was in the tree. However, he said nothing about sleeping in the bed with kids. First of all, I'm not going to keep arguing about Mike.
To be a grown man in your 40s and climb a tree, you type athletic.
What? I'm not climbing the tree.
That's the takeaway?
I just thought about that. I thought you type athletic to do that.
Mike was here, he would have fucked you up.
Let me tell you something. all them allegations, all 14 counts that they tried to stick on dude, pause. Not a single one was guilty. Every single one of the 14 counts, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty, not guilty. Bro, they tried anything and everything to pin something on Mike Jack and failed at their job. So they would hire actors to come out of nowhere and act like they got violated. Let me just say that. That's what they were doing. They were hiring people to act like they got violated. That's the kind of plays they were running on Mike. That's crazy. Bruh, let me tell you something about Mike Jack and this Neverland Ranch. Let me tell you something. Michael Jackson never had no goddamn, he never had no goddamn childhood. Michael Jackson ain't got no damn childhood, bruh. We saw it. We all saw it in the movies. He was inside, locked in with the Jacksons, his brothers, and Joe Jackson. He just drilling them. Pause immediately. Almighty pause. Lightning. My point is, Michael Jackson ain't had no childhood, bruh. You saw at the beginning of the Michael movie. He's staring at the window, watching kids play while he working. He's been working since he was a kid, bruh. Since like, what was it? He was like 6 years old? 7 years old when he's singing in the house with his brothers? Practicing before they can finally go on tour? And when they go on tour, they practice some more. And if Michael didn't feel like it, he get the belt so he can go practice? Huh? Bruh, Michael Jackson ain't got no childhood. So when you see him in the store buying things, he had to hire people to be in the store to act like they were regular shoppers to make him feel normal. He never had a normal life. Michael Jackson never had a normal life, bruh. That's crazy. In the store, walking around trying to buy some Chef Boyardee. People walking by like, excuse me, nigga. Huh? He had to pay people to do that because he could never do that. So when he had the Neverland Ranch, this nigga was like Barney and Friends. Huh? He was literally Barney. The hell? He was like bananas in pajamas. What's that one girl name? Lunette and Molly in the big comfy couch? That's the kind of time he was on. This nigga was a monolith, a mascot. The Neverland Ranch, he just wanted to have a childhood, my nigga. God damn it. You know what, Michael? If I was around your family back there, God damn it, if your brothers are not going to play Twister with you, I'll play Twister with you, nigga. I said it. The heck? When he walked away, talking about, you guys are no fun. Nigga, I know. Because they so trash, they get to live a normal life. You so heaven sent, you can't live a normal life. You serious? Man, yo, someone go buy me that Twister real quick. I'm trying to play with Michael right now. I ain't give a damn, bro.
That's what he's saying, long story short. Like, Mike would have beat you the fuck up. Facts. Hands lightning fast.
Like Bernard Whitaker, yeah.
5'10", 130. Magical, son. We have to jump Mike.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nah, just set a 10-year-old loose and he
Mad elusive. Nah,
mad
see?
distracted.
Come on, man. Come on. Why are attaching
So he didn't, wait. So he did not.
Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please like, comment, and subscribe. For more content, click over here. And most importantly, sign up for our Patreon. We need the money. Reg, stop lying.
The What You Thought podcast. Shout out to the brothers. Shout out to the brothers. Funny video. I need to take a break from all this negativity on YouTube, bruh. Need some positivity in my life. You know what I'm saying? We all need some positivity in our lives. I don't want to sit around and just... I don't want to sit around and just hate everything all the time. It gets lame at some point, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Flex Mob.